So I have today's February 10th. I have some news, and then I have like some updates or whatever. Um, First things first, my voice is still deepening, so yay! Uh, Second thing second, all of the before changes are all still there. You know, the libido and the oil and the zits and the you know everything. But I am definitely starting to grow very blonde hairs that are little peach fuzz hairs that are trying to fill in between the patchy spots over here and stuff like that. But even more interesting is I feel like I'm starting to look a little more masculine. Like maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like that's a thing that's happening. On top of that, I have always had a happy trail, like always. I've had hair on my chest, all the way to hair on my toes, like and everything above and below and whatever. Anyway, but I've always had this happy trail of little blonde hairs that a few of them were like brown around my belly button and stuff, and then it went blonde again, going along my whole torso, all the way up again, all the way on my chest. Those hairs are getting darker. Like the blonde ones are starting to fill in dark, and um, it's a much more pronounced happy trail just because of that. Like I don't have any new hair growth that I am noticing, although I've always been super hairy. I don't think it's new hair growth. I think it's that they're all getting darker, which I'm okay with. Like I feel like um, it's just a little more pronounced. I can feel all along like my face, like these sides of my face, like this, and I can feel all these little hairs and stuff. And girlfriends notice that too, and that's exciting. Updates, like that are always fun and exciting. I um I feel like you know there's progress with all of that, and progress is good. We've established that I like that. Another thing that's making progress is uh, so the name change thing where it was open and I submitted to be able to get a lawyer to help with my name change, which they have services specifically that will be free for people who are, trying to get their name changed because they're trans. I submitted for that. They said, "Oh, we'll get back to you soon." And then nothing was happening for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh no." Did the coronavirus make this hard again? But today I got a message from a lawyer who wanted me to sign some virtual documents and stuff and everything about moving forward with my name change. So I was like, so that was very exciting. I was like, yes, that's awesome. This could actually happen. You know, 2 months from now, my name might be fully changed and solid, and that would be fantastic. Um, I would love that. It would be awesome. I would be so relieved if my name was actually officially changed. First of all, we're hoping to get divorced this year, and if my name's changed, that means when I go to a workplace, I can just already have my name, and I don't have to deal with the awkwardness of all of that crap. So that would be very helpful. Um, I wherever we end up living, I can just start myself and establish myself with that information, and that's big. That to me is huge. Like, all of my letters will come with my name on it. All of my paperwork as I fill out for new doctors and new stuff, all will have my name on it, and I won't have to be so terrified of the horrible feeling and the dread and the just sheer dysphoria of dealing with birth stuff. Like I'm really hopeful for that. And then on top of that, having my name officially changed on all my documents and everything, um, it's just such a milestone to me. Like it's such a big deal, and makes me feel really proud to think about. And I mean, I have been going by a nickname at this point for more of my life than when I was a kid and people called me my birth name. At this point in my life, I have been going longer not being in general called that name than called that name. Um, it's high freaking time. um, but I'm just so ecstatic. I'm like, yes, finally. Um, and if my name change stuff goes fast enough, um, then even on like when we went to go get divorced, it was going to be, you know, we're super amicable about the divorce. It's mostly for financial reasons. But we were going to tell the court, you know, hey, I'm transitioning. She's, you know, homoromantic, you know, would rather be married to a girl. And I'm a guy, but we're super close friends and we'll be family for life. That's basically what we were going to say. In reality, it's pretty much financial. The reasons for getting divorced. Um, I can't get the job or start saving up or things like that, and I would really like to do that. Um, it might help, you know, prove the case a little more if my name has been changed already, how serious me transitioning is. So it might actually make the divorce stuff go faster and easier. I don't know how all of this works at all. I'm hoping the lawyer will help with that. I was very intimidated to attempt to do it by myself, so I am so relieved that this is a thing that exists here. I wish it existed in more places, um, because I just I don't know what I'm doing. I tried looking it up before, and I got so overwhelmed. I was just like, holy crap! So yeah, uh, pretty awesome. I'm really really excited. Having my name changed to not being the it's not even a good girl name. Like it's a pretty awful one. Um, just it'll be a massive relief. Like I've never liked my name, and I've never felt comfortable, and it's such an important thing for me. And like now I won't have to worry about the weird looks and stuff. You know, sometimes you have to show your ID when you go to places, and they're just like, the mask helps a little bit because I can hide the beard or something, you know. But my voice deepening is definitely throwing people off a little bit. Um, that I've actually had people start being like, oh, when I call, are you a boy or a girl? You know, when I got my phone service set up just a little bit ago, the guy was like, "Is this a man or a you know a woman?" Because all of the account information has my birth name on it, but he could hear, you know, a more masculine depth to my voice or whatever. And I was like, well, actually, technically, I'm a boy, but I'm working on getting my name changed to match that. And he was like, oh, okay, no problem, man. You know, like it was, it's just, it will be massive for me personally. It will be a lot of work to change my name with everything and on every account and call everybody and all this stuff. But at the same time, once it's done, I'm set for life. I'm like good for the rest of my life. Like I could die with my new name and be completely content with that. I don't need I don't need like a bunch of shifting or whatever. I thought about changing my last name, but I decided not to. I mean, it's not that I'm ever gonna have kids or sire something or whatever. It's just I don't know. There's this old story. that basically we used to be from a clan, and we descended from it, you know, and eventually there was this feud between this dad and his son, and no one really knows what the feud was about. But basically, he got so like teed off at his dad that he was like, "I'm gonna change my last name so that your name doesn't continue onward from here forward. All of my descendants will not, it's not just me who's disowning you. All of my descendants from here forward descend and disown you." And so my last name's not like unique, but it's spelled a little different than the normal way. So, um, I don't know. It's it's hard being part of a family that majority wise doesn't give a crap. But at the same time, I don't know. I like history. I like family traditions and histories from the cultures that we descend from and things like that. I like that stuff. So I don't want to just like throw it away. I am changing my middle name though. My middle name, unfortunately, is the same middle name as many people. It's actually a very much a family middle name. Um, but it's the same middle name as my pedophile step uncle, um, my mother's husband. So I don't want it. I don't want anything that could tie me to him at all. To be part of, especially my name. So, and I'm just changing my middle name um, to a name that I go by already with a lot of people anyway. Another nickname. So it'll be good. I'm just, I'm really excited that this process is actually going. I was worried that it was going to be an issue or whatever, and it seems like it's going good. So that's awesome. Um, I'm really, really grateful for that. Anywho, that's the updates and that's the news. So we'll see how fast or slow name changing will go, especially with the coronavirus and all that crap. I'm sure everything has to be sent by mail and stuff like that or something. I don't even know. So I don't know how this stuff is going to work, but at least it's working.